Today, being the 8th day of the month of December, Nnamdi Kanu'S case was heard and the whole trial of his petition was submitted today in the Federal High Court in Abuja. Some of us might be wondering, say, why is Nnamdi Kanu'S case still being heard in that said Federal High Court? Many believe that his case should be headed to the appeal court, but no worry, in this video, we shall be giving you a clear and in-depth analysis of every single thing will happen in the court of law. After you watch this video finish, you will fully understand and grasp what it play out in the Federal High Court and the reason why Nnamdi Kanu'S case was heard there. First thing first, what time did the court session kick off? Around 9 a.m. Around 9 a.m., Omotosho was already in the Federal High Court handling other cases. But towards 10 a.m., they called upon Nnamdi Kanu'S case. Mind you, Nnamdi Kanu did not appear in person. He was not in person. He's still locked up in Sokoto State. His lawyers, Aloy Ejimako and Maxwell, did not represent him. Emmanuel Kanu, the brother to Nnamdi Kanu, did not represent him. So who represented Nnamdi Kanu in the court of law? No worry, I will tell you every single thing where you need to know. First thing first, will it be the motion? Why was this court hearing even taking place in its first place? Well, the motion is very straightforward. The motion here now be say Nnamdi Kanu is requesting to be transferred from Sokoto State Correctional Center to a custodial facility closer to Abuja to facilitate his appeal in the court of law. Abi, hope it's very clear for you to understand. This is the reason why this trial was heard today, or this case was heard today, and this petition has been submitted. So now, who be the justice will handle this case or will hear this case? The justice will handle and a name we be say all of us know. We don't hear them almost 1 million times over and over again. Abi, this judge name is known as Justice James Omotosho. Yes, he was the man who handled this case today. Now, who can represent Nnamdi Kanu? Since Aloy Ejimako did not represent him, Abi, Maxwell did not show up to represent him. Emmanuel Kanu, who tried representing him as of last week Friday, was informed not to do it again. So he did not take that stance as a lawyer. So who was the lawyer who represented Nnamdi Kanu? Well, a name that we've never heard of before. Now the person will represent him. Who is this person? Is known as Demdo Hassan. Demdo Hassan is a man who stood in place of the legal counsel of Nnamdi Kanu. Okay. This Demdo Hassan is a lawyer from the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria, known as the LACON. Now, a man will be saying, Emmanuel Kanu contacted, say, I beg you, assist us, help us stand in place of a legal-minded individual, since the lawyers, the counsel of Nnamdi Kanu are no longer available for the services. Please stand up and represent Mazi. So Demdo Hassan came up, and we never still get full information on this man and who he be. But in our subsequent videos, we are going to give you clear and in-depth analysis on who this person be. We need to understand his motives and everything within. So, when this Demdo Hassan stood up, Omotosho asked and said, oh yeah, submit or tell us your petition. The guy contact say, he's standing here as a legal counsel to Nnamdi Kanu. Since, so normally, Nnamdi Kanu be his own lawyer, Abi. So, since he's in prison, he cannot represent him. So that is why Demdo Hassan, they physically present. Okay? Omotosho can say, okay, tell us why you're here. So, Kanu's lawyer filed a request asking the judge to compel the government to move Nnamdi Kanu from Sokoto prison to another prison closer to Abuja. As he made this statement, Omotosho did not find it funny. Why? In the statement, I just read out for you, Kanu's lawyer filed a request asking the judge to force or compel the government to move Nnamdi Kanu from Sokoto prison to another. Omotosho said, you cannot use the word compel in my court of law. Yes, you have no jurisdiction to use that word compel or to force in my court of law. So, you have an option. You need to strike out that relief. Meaning, so you need to remove the word compel or remove the word force in your sentence. Hope you are following. Omotosho said the request used, that is the word compel, is a very strong legal word. that cannot stand in his court. Omotosho can say, are you sure you want the court to force the government like this? That is, are you sure you want the court to force the government of the federation to move Nnamdi Kanu from where he dey to a closer custodial center? Now the lawyer can say, no, I made a mistake. The word compel or the word force shouldn't be in the context of things. So therefore, I'm going to remove that part from the request. Meaning say, the relief number 1 was cancelled. That is to say, the statement forcing the court of law to move Nnamdi Kanu has been trashed out and removed. So now they're not compelling the courts anymore. It's just going to be you're asking the courts of law. Okay? Hope you guys are following, and hope you guys are paying attention. What's going to happen next? Well, the lawyer can't try to make the request without informing the government or the prison authorities. So after he changed his sentence from forcing the government, he can't rephrase the whole statement. Now, his new statement was not informing the government or the prison authorities to move Nnamdi Kanu. His sentence focused on what they call ex parte. I said they break them down for you. I'm going to show you for your screen so that you could understand what they talk. It's one thing to be saying things, another thing for us not to show you. So what the lawyer can't do is, this is called ex parte, meaning one-sided, only one party present. Mind you, this man is making mistake. Nnamdi Kanu's case don't exceed point to be say people will be making rookie mistakes. You came to the court of law, and say if you use the word compel or force at this particular point in time, they can ask you to rephrase them. You rephrase them without putting the government or the prison authorities in your petition. So Motosho will definitely look for mistakes and look for errors left, right, and center. We all know that's one. The man I say will be say they feed on mistakes, they feed on errors. Hope you guys are following. So wait till Motosho can't talk. Say this man, like I said, he feeds on mistake. The judge can't question this man. Say, the government and the prison services are the ones that will carry out this order. Shouldn't they be told first? Now wait till Motosho they talk. Do you really expect the court to order the transfer without hearing from them? Shouldn't you file a normal application that nullifies them, a motion or notice? Hope you guys are following. So the Motosho they point out mistakes we did for this man's petition. You ask the court to do something without involving the government in your petition, without putting the government in your petition, and without adding the correctional center. So where your petition they head to. If you want to lay a petition, make it go around to everybody. The government, the custodial center, that is the facility we Nnamdi Kanu locked up, and the Federal High Court. And we see Omotosho they point out. And good thing say, this man who represents Nnamdi Kanu was a man that was very calm. Very calm. He saw his mistake and they correct him immediately. So waiting in contact, the lawyer can say, yes, so the government and prisons and the prison services must be informed. Yes, the court cannot decide the request today. So the judge can't talk with him. Since this man can't use his mouth to talk, say the government and prison service must be legally informed. And since his petition did not contain those things as amended, it means say they cannot decide the request today. The judge can't talk, say, serve the government and the prison and authorities, then come back to us. This means say Kanu's side must properly inform all parties before the court can rule. So this man now, you need to go back and do your homework. You need to go back and do some basic legal structuring. In your new petition, inform the Nigerians correctional centers. Tag the Nigerians government, because of these parties they involved in what they call come here, come appeal. Hope you guys are following. The whole conversation did not even end there. Yes, the whole conversation did not even end there. Omotosho is a man who looks for mistakes. He calls himself a perfectionist, but with question mark and comma. We'll leave that one for a different day. So the judge now found a problem with Kanu's notice of appeal. Okay, hope you guys are following. Wetin be this whole thing? Well, first thing first. Now they don't finish up with the case of transferring Nnamdi Kanu from Sokoto State to a different custodial center. Now they're trashing out on number 2 prayer or number 2 request where this man carry come before the court of law. And just in case you don't forget who they talk about, this man is known as Nnamdi Hassan, the lawyer will represent Mazi today. Okay, so Omotosho found a different problem. This time around, he found issues with Kanu's notice of appeal. The notice of appeal, yes. The judge asked for the date Kanu filed this appeal. The lawyer check him and said it was filed on the 10th of November. But the judgment being appealed was given on November 20. That is 10 days later. The man said yes. And now, second problem number 2 can't kick off. Nnamdi Kanu is appealing for a judgment 10 days before a judgment was given. This is another mistake. To be honest with you, I know we're going there, they take sides or they're very emotional about what they tell you. I'm telling you the truth and nothing but the truth here. It's something you can go and verify. So, Omotosho found a different problem through this lawyer. The appeal where Nnamdi Kanu carry come the Federal High Court was dated on the 10th of November. And the judgment in the appeal on was dated on 20th of November. So how did you guys do this? I know, say, things not that easy for Nnamdi Kanu, so he was trying to work ahead of time. He knew what was coming, and that is why the little time he had in the DSS facility, now they use write all this appeal and petition. So I'm not going to blame him. People are going to blame his lawyers. They don't supposed to see all these things beforehand and correct them before bringing it to the court of law. You as a lawyer, your main role is to defend your client. By defending your client, you need to put every single thing, outline every single thing on your desk and see the errors we did here. You guys did not do it. So how can Omotosho see that an appeal was filed on the 10th and sentencing was given on the 20th? What did happen here? So the judge contact say, the appeal was filed before I gave judgment. What did happen? How did you guys do it? Are you guys walking backwards or you are walking forward? The judge will say this appeal is invalid. It doesn't exist before this court. The lawyer, Nnamdi Hassan, can admit they must file a new correct appeal. One thing I like about this man is he sees mistake. He does not fight it or try to raise any form of say you want show say your body strong. No, he sees mistakes and he lets it be with clear form of conscience and a will to correct it. Okay, so Omotosho don't find 2 mistakes for this man's appeal and petition today, which doesn't look good for Nnamdi Kanu's case in any way, shape, or form. This is pure level of negligence from people where they within, and we go hold all of them responsible. Yes. So now, the lawyer contacts, so that is them, the Hassan contacts, so they're going to file a new and a correct appeal in the coming days. Okay. Omotosho can say, no wahala, I will give you time to file a new and correct appeal. The same way we will take a look at today, and the same way we will look at your new appeal, because of say any mistakes we see, we will point them out. Okay, the judge now can adjourn the case to the 27th of January of 2026, and is asking this lawyer, this Nnamdi Hassan, to do 4 things. Do 4 things for me, and if you can do it properly, the court will look at your petition well. It will be the first one. The government must be notified. You need to notify the government of the country on what you do, and every single thing way they on your desk. The second one is the prison service must be notified. Tell them of your intention. Tell them say you want to move this man from where he did. You do put everything in writing. And the third thing is a proper valid appeal must be filed. Hope you guys are following. And the fourth is the request must be refiled correctly. Now with your Omotosho can tell them. And them do ask and can say, okay, no wahala, no problem. We'll try to do every single thing and make sure we do them correctly. And he apologized to the court of law and everything moved on as it's supposed to be. Hope you guys are following. So, in a nutshell, Wetin really happened? Let's break it down in a nutshell. Kanu's lawyer tried to get him moved from Sokoto prison. The court said the request was incomplete and incorrectly filed. The court insisted the government and prison service must be notified. The appeal filed earlier was invalid because it was dated before the judgment. The court postponed the matter to the 27th of April of 2026, a new year as the case may be. This one is a shame on everybody that handled Nnamdi Kanu'S petition. Yes, from Aloy Ejimakor to Maxwell Opara to Emmanuel Kanu, everybody within the context of things. You can't be making such a mistake and a man is being locked up somewhere hoping on you that basically you can show up and do the right thing. As all of these things, they happen. Aloy Ejimakor came out to tell us something after Omotosho gave his verdict. This man came out to tell us something, but he failed to notify us on the errors that was embedded in Nnamdi Kanu'S case. That is why it's always good for everybody to fact check data. When you get data, check them, fact check them, because of say, I might tell you A, because of say, I want you to know A, and I'll hide B away from you. Wait till Aloy Ejimakor they talk. He said, update to all the faithful that have contacted me about Nnamdi Kanu'S prison transfer hearing held today. Here's the fact. The hearing was postponed to the 27th January of 2026, and the judge directed that the Correctional Service prosecution be put on notice. That is, the Correctional Service be informed and well briefed. He failed to tell us that there was errors in the dating. There was errors in the lingua used. You cannot use the word compel in a court of law. No be justice. You are there to seek trial and seek redress. Compel, force shouldn't be used in the court of law. And now wait, see, this man don't do. Mistakes, plenty. We don't even know where the mistake is coming. Is it coming from Emmanuel Kanu, the man who tried to stand before Nnamdi Kanu last time in the court of law? Or this mistakes is coming from our lawyer? As we speak, we no get clarification. And this is not a good thing on anybody's side, including Nnamdi Kanu. So for people who ask questions, or people who ask Aloy Ejimakor, he did not tell you the truth about what happened. We don't break them down for you. And just in case you think we are making things up, you can go and do your own verification and get your own first-hand breakdowns from news outlets. It's everywhere. It's on the Vanguard. It's on this day. It's everywhere. Feel free to go to any news agency and get first-hand information regarding what happened today. It is very simple and it is very, very clear. So we got advise the lawyers. Them do Hassan, we don't know who you be. Them do Hassan, we are still trying to understand who you are. Did you come to this case to sabotage the whole thing? We don't know you. I'm trying to see if I can get out some of his information as we speak right about now, so I can tell you his identity and everything within. Because we don't really know who this man is. We've never heard of this name, Dem do Hassan, before, and we don't know how you came about and how you handled this case. But we want to know, we say, this group, the group will provide you, that is the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria, LACON. We don't know your motives. We don't know how Dem do Hassan was presented, but we never hear of this group before. What will be our motive and what will be our goal? We don't know if mistake was made from you, Dem do Hassan, or from Nnamdi Kanu'S legal counsel team. But the moment we get more information, maybe tomorrow or next, we will definitely fit out the whole wide world, wait till we know, and wait till they. From what they see right now on our screen now, because we're doing research as we speak, it's saying that the Legal Aid Council of Nigeria works nationwide to provide free, quality legal services to indigent suspects and giving them voice to the voiceless. So this group is a free group that they give free legal services. So we don't see, say one thing where you gonna be say anything will be free. They get K-leg. If I give you something for free, it's either I don't need what I'm giving out to you, or I have something better than what I give. If I give you a phone free, I'm giving you my old used phone. That is if I don't buy a brand new. And they give you an old phone I don't use, meaning say I have a better one. So now the years this Legal Aid of Council of Nigeria, they offer free legal services. It means say K-leg day. And as we speak, we are still trying to dig out every single thing we do here. We could give you information in our next coming video. So do well to subscribe and turn on post notifications because of say updates plenty and we want you guys to be briefed in everything we do.